Welcome back to XY on the Fly. It's great to have you here. All 63 of you.
What? 63?
Yeah. How's that feel?
We
I bet it went down as we're recording this, but yes.
63? Hey, that makes me say again. Hey, our supporter, Jim Lowry, Nevada Coin Shop, support him. If you live here in Nevada or around the area, support him. I'm not going to beg you guys to get us to 200 anymore. If you get us to 200, the silver will be given away in a contest.
Auctioned off to the highest bidder.
Yeah, there we go.
I'm going for no.
Yeah, no, we'll give it away in a contest, but until 200 subscribers happens, it doesn't happen. So there you go. So, was there something you wanted to open it up with?
Yeah, PlayStation. If you ever come across who's ever in charge of the subscription fees, you lick my left testicle. I'm thinking about canceling PlayStation.
Did they go up?
They're raising their prices again. I can't.
How much is it?
For a full year, for me, it was $120. I believe for me, it's going up to $160.
Yeah, but you can have it whatever games is offered on there, right?
Well, yeah, but the games that they've been offering aren't really that good.
Man, at $160 for a year, and how many people have PlayStations, they should have the top games coming out available to you guys.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not even into video games, but at that price, and I mean, I would like to know how many people have PlayStations in this country, just in America.
There's a lot. I'm sure you could Google it.
I guarantee you they're making a killing.
Oh, yeah. Especially off of me. You should see all the games I have sitting in my library.
How many you got?
And some of them
You never play.
I got and was like, well, this was a mistake. And I've never played them again.
But did you have to purchase them, or did they come?
No, some of them I had to purchase.
Wow.
The free ones I can't really complain. Like, the free ones are free. I just download them, and if they don't work, I just delete them off my storage, and they sit in my library, and if I ever want to go back to them, I can. And there actually has been a game that I went back to. When I tried to play the first time, I was like, I hate this game. And then I went back a couple years later and gave it a try because I had nothing else going on, and actually, the game's really good. So,
What game is it?
Deus Ex, I think is what it's called. A pretty good game.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, I want to say something. So, you know I'm not on Facebook because people on Facebook make me very angry. But your mom has Facebook. And there's a person on there. We were friends with them many years ago. It's the first place.
I hate to break this to you, but there's lots of people on Facebook.
Yeah, but these people, it's the first place you ever sang as a child. The person played the guitar, and you were like 3.
Oh.
You got it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Starts with an R, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So not him, but her.
Okay.
Big time libtard, man.
Yeah.
So she puts on this thing. Your mom just gives me a little blurb. She wasn't even going to tell me who it was. As soon as she started saying what she was saying, I was like, I know who that is. Trump's a racist. Trump. So here's my problem. I think if you make accusations, you better have facts to back it up, because there's people like Mike Tyson who will tell you Trump's not a racist. Yeah. There's people that he's hired. One time when the last time they were doing debates and stuff, and it wasn't a debate, but he was talking and everything, and a big stocky black girl started talking to him, and he was like, "Come on up here." And he said, "As far as I'm concerned, you're hired." And he said, "You just got to talk to the person over here." And she did get hired. And just all the things he does that proves he's not a racist. Whereas Biden, who was, tighter than tight with Byrd, who was a staunch member and supporter of the KKK, a leopard doesn't change its spots, man. A leopard does not change its spots. And I think if you're going to make accusations like he's a racist, don't call him a racist just because he wants to secure the southern border. I worked there. I know how bad if it was bad when I was there and I retired in 2007.
Well, people wouldn't like the way I'd close up the border. I do it like a couple other countries.
Shoot them.
Oh, yeah. They'd be dead.
my philosophy has always been you'd only have to shoot 4 or 5 of them, and they'd be like, whoa. I mean, there would be some that still would.
I'd be a little slick about it though, because I'd definitely get some cartel guys. I'll get some guys from the cartel, and I'd be like, here's the deal. You're going to jail for life unless you can make it across the border. And then I'd have them run, and then they'd just be executed. So no harm, no foul. But people would get the just, right?
Yes.
People would get it. They'd be like, well, they ain't playing.
Yeah. See, I like that. But the thing is, if you're going to make accusations with no facts to back it up, I mean, I can get on there and say... I
don't know why you're questioning any of this.
Because I am tired
You solved the problem before you even started asking all these questions. You got the answer to your problem. Liberal.
I know.
Like, you're not going to get...
I know.
You're not going to get anywhere.
For them to be...
The only people that I've found that I can have a conversation with that say they're liberal, the only reason they say they're liberal is because they don't want to say they're conservative. That's the only time I've ever actually had a good conversation with a liberal.
And are those people more libertarian than they are?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But I don't want to tell them that. I don't.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
you're right. You can't talk to a liberal. They're, even here in our small town, we're coming back from Walmart today, and there's a green Kia Cube. You know them square-looking Kias.
The Soul?
Yeah, that's
because the Nissan
the
Cube
Soul.
is a car too.
No, the Soul. So on the back, as soon as I saw it, I told your mom, there's a frickin' liberal, the coexist bumper sticker, a rainbow thing, and some other crap. Didn't know who the person supported, but just looking at the car, I was like, I know who that person supports. Why are they living in Nevada? They need to go. But then your mom...
Maybe they like the meth. You don't know.
Well, there you go. See, there are them. So I know there are a lot of liberal scumbags here because... Do you ever notice liberals love handouts?
Mm-hmm.
But I was watching a guy on a YouTube short. I forget. I like to give credit where credit is due, but I don't know who he is. He was going around out in California. Should college be free? Oh, yeah. Okay, I need you to sign this petition for free college and that you will be given so much in your taxes to pay for the college. They wouldn't sign.
Yeah.
Because
nothing's free.
Nothing's free, man.
Nothing is free.
Nothing is free. And, last podcast, and I saw him again, man. That freaking douchebag Marshall Mathers. Anytime I say Marshall Mathers, I like that because I think of... Leave It to Beaver. One of them his last name was Mathers, Wally Beaver. One of them name was Mathers. But I got to see him again, and I just couldn't help but think, and I might have mentioned this on a podcast before, but these entertainers need to take lessons, and I'm going to give 2 modern celebrities, but I'm going to go to the past, to who I like. Elvis Presley served in the Army.
Mm-hmm.
When he got back, started performing again, a lady reporter said to Elvis, asked him about the protesters protesting the Vietnam War and everything, and his answer was, I'm not going to get into that. I'm just an entertainer. I'm here to entertain.
Yeah.
And that's where these liberals like Mathers, Eminem, I'll give them the credit, I'll call them Eminem, Taylor Swift, all of them, they need to shut their freaking mouths. And I'll give you 2 good celebrities who epitomize that idea. And I hope...
Keanu Reeves.
He's the one. I know he won't let me down. I know you're never going to hear anything political from him.
Denzel Washington.
Well, no, Denzel is a very staunch conservative.
Oh. Yeah, but he doesn't do it dumbly.
No. He's very...
he's smooth with it.
Yeah,
You're smooth, Denzel. I'd like to meet you in person.
If they would have ever made my book Shrouded Deception into a movie, Denzel Washington would have played Jalen Prince.
I saw somebody reading that book at the Y the other
Yeah,
day. Did you give it to him? Oh, is it?
Yeah, that's Shannon.
Okay.
I told her the first 80 pages are she said, so I asked her, she goes, no, you're setting up the story well. She goes, I don't have a problem with it. But anyway, the other one, Tom Cruise. And I know what you're all thinking. He's a crazy goon. He is crazy. But man, he's
pretty vocal about those masks, though.
Yeah, well, that was on his movie set.
Which is weird, because isn't he like Scientologist or something like that?
Yeah,
they're like,
yeah. So there's a walking contradiction right there.
Yeah. Did you hear what the FDA said about or was it FDA or CDC? Who am I thinking? Anyway, about the fires that were happening over in Hawaii, the smoke and all that.
They should wear masks.
How like the masks aren't going to help because they're like the size of the smoke or are like, what was it, like 2,500 micrograms or something like that. Now go ahead, ask how big COVID is.
I was just going.
It's like anywhere from like, what was it, like 500 to 150 micrograms or something like that. Anyway, I'm going to see if I can find the video and then I'll post it to the end of this podcast.
Liberals, I hope we have some liberals who listen here because we're just spitting facts. That is very interesting. You went around so scared, wearing your mask. I'm so thankful we live right here. We didn't wear masks. I did have to wear a mask in the VA and at the family doctor's office when I would go there. But who cares? There's sick people in there anyway. If you're wearing a mask, you're not getting sick, whether it be the flu or whatever.
But, it's not true. Even if you're wearing a mask, you're going to get it if you're going to get it.
Like,
you're not
true,
stopping
But I mean, I never got sick.
Yeah,
I never got sick with all my visits and everything. And I just think, more entertainers should entertain and keep their business to that.
I came across a video of Hobson.
Who's that?
I'm pretty sure I've shown you some of his music, but he came out with an apology. He did a show, I don't even know where it was, but he didn't set up any of like the background. He didn't look into any of that. He left it to his people, which he thought he could trust. Well, there were some satanic symbols that were up on stage when he was performing, and he found out about it, and he came out and was like, I'm not about that. Like, never have been, never will be. Do I believe there's a God? I'm still searching, but I'm not going to do anything that would, he goes, I do believe that there's a purpose for religion, and I'm not going to do anything to hate on anybody that somebody holds near and dear to them.
What's this guy's name?
Hobson.
Good for, see?
Yeah, he came out.
That's how you communicate when you have differences. See, I could talk to
I
somebody
don't like a lot of his music, but there are some songs that he does that I really enjoy.
Is he hip-hop or?
Yeah. There's some songs that he does that I really enjoy, and then just the fact that he did that, I got more respect for him. Even though I don't like a lot of his music, I still got mad respect for him.
Say his name one more time.
Hobson.
I'll have to check him out on YouTube.
He does a song with NF.
Okay. Okay. That I know who it is.
Yeah.
Hey, and since we're talking about incompetence and liberals are totally incompetent, and you kept bringing up Biden last podcast and him talking to Secretary Booty Juice, and which I just thought was hilarious, man. But
I almost want to get some T-shirts made of that.
That would be hilarious.
Secretary Booty Juice.
By the way, your mom said she's going to make your T-shirt. I had forgot all about it. She got that bigger T-shirt for you to make the XY on the fly.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Stop Normalizing Obesity.
That's a good one too.
That's the one.
Well, if you don't want the XY on the fly, ask her to. It's not like we have to advertise. So, I mean, all of our fans are advertising for us.
Yeah.
But his press secretary, Karine Jean-Pierre, has a job in politics because she's in a pool of incompetence, and incompetence breeds more incompetence.
Oh, yeah. It's like the blind leading the blind.
Exactly. And that's why she has a job, but I don't like to watch her too much. But of course, they put a lot of YouTube shorts of her up there. And I know this: when you're a press secretary, you've got to be able to give quick responses to questions, and at least get a partial truth out there to appease the masses. But this lady, she's not quick. She can't even get a partial truth out. She has to continually look at her notebook for answers, just like I'm looking at my phone right now.
My favorite is how much she flips back and forth through the, like, come on now. Did you notice the last press secretary for Trump?
I was just going to say, I was just going to.
They would ask some questions and she'd be like, she might have to flip the page, might. But generally, she was like, yeah, no, this is it. Or if she didn't know the answer, she'd be like, I don't know. We'll get back to you.
And that's, I was going to, Kayleigh McEnany. She was smart. She's beautiful. Yeah. If she tried to pull off what Biden's press secretary pulls off, they would have roasted her. They would have roasted Trump. Did your microphone go dead?
It's in the red.
Uh-oh.
We're going to get this.
Uh-oh.
Go ahead. Keep you talking.
It just, Kayleigh, she was, she met the high standard because she's a high standard person. It's that simple. She wasn't around incompetence, therefore she's not incompetent. But if she would have pulled the same thing Karine does, man, they would have crucified her. But since the media, news, CNN, even Fox, since it's owned and operated by the left, it's a completely different story for Biden's press secretary.
Oh, yeah.
And what do you think about Ramaswamy? Is he a plant or what? Is he? Is he a plant?
Oh, he's such a plant. What a douchebag. I'd punch you in the face if I saw you, just so you know. You ain't fooling nobody. You are not fooling anybody.
Let the fans know.
Sit down. Quit it.
Let the ex-wife fans know where he has business.
You know what's crazy? First of all, he's big-time buddy with George Soros. He's funded a lot by him. Oh, yes.
So just like DeSantis.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's all crock. You know the only one who can save us, people? Jesus Christ.
Yep.
That's it. Ain't nobody else going to save us.
Well, Christ works through people.
Oh, yeah.
And Trump, all you liberals who hate Trump because he says mean things.
I say mean things, too. You're stupid. So dumb.
That couple who, your mom and I loved them, and I think they loved us, and they loved you as a little boy doing your song and everything.
Well, people change.
They would hate you and me now, man.
Yeah, people change.
Well, I don't know if the man would, but the woman, she's such a liberal Fruit Loop, man.
Don't insult Fruit Loops like that.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, Kellogg's. Oh, man, okay, let's go on to something else. Well, talk about where Ramaswamy has business dealings.
So I haven't looked into it enough. I've just seen a couple short videos and done a little, checking up on it myself to see if what I watched was true. And, yeah, he's bought and paid for just like the rest of them. It's bad. He's not he's not your knight in shining armor that a lot of people have been saying. They've been, this guy's the one. Since Trump's not going to make it, he's the one. Yeah, they would do that.
Yeah, and see, the one shortcoming that Trump has is he's bad about picking people who he should have in his cabinet. The vice president screwed him.
Oh, yeah.
The FBI guy screwed him. The general screwed him. Trump needs to learn to take advice from his...
Us. Call us up, Trump.
Yeah.
No,
XY on the fly, we're here.
Don't do that.
Heck with that. We could be one of them. We could fill one of them offices.
No, my brain would not allow it.
Dude.
I'd be all right.
you wouldn't even have to think. Just as a conservative, just acting, you would be doing 90% better than the liberals.
Yeah.
With no thought.
Except I don't want to get suicided.
Oh!
I don't have fancy bodyguards. Like, I'm not afraid of death, but come on now.
Do you know that guy who got killed on his paddleboard, the wake, the stand-up, the cook for Obama, or who just got killed
I have no idea.
a month ago or whatever. Okay.
I'm out of the loop.
I was like, okay, the guy probably wasn't wearing a vest, fell down in the water, and, he drowned. That could happen.
Yeah.
The water, first off, the guy could swim. He knew how to swim. The water,
Yeah.
3 feet deep.
I've almost drowned in my own spit. What are you talking about? 3 feet deep, it's possible. He could have fallen, hit his head. With the water being that shallow, he could have smacked his head off of a rock.
Well, like Bob Saget
What?
from Full House.
Is that how he died? Smacked his head off of a rock?
No,
He got the vaccine and then croaked.
No, he was in his hotel room, and this is what the autopsy
Snorted
said.
a rock.
No. He was in the bathroom. Listen to this. He was in the bathroom. He must have slipped and hit his head, which fractured his skull like being hit by a baseball bat. Came to, said, not that they were there, said, oh, my head, I should just get in bed and rest. And passed
That's
away.
weird, but he died shortly after getting the vaccine,
Yes,
right?
I know that. I know that. And you know what would make you pass out and hit your head?
Cardiac arrest?
That frickin' vaccine. Darn right. Cardiac arrest, man. They need to be honest. They need to be. See, you and I aren't afraid of death. So we can say they can come after us.
Yeah.
I don't want them bothering my family, but they can come after me. The reason they can come after me is because my picture can be taken, it can be framed, and it can be put on my wall of dead people. Except for George. George Foreman's not dead. Good old George.
That's a prophetic statement right there.
I know. He's 75, 76, still working out on the heavy bag, though. But anyway, my picture could be. No, it's these people who die and they just won't tell the truth. And like, Bob Saget's family, keeping, well, this is the way it happened. It happened the way they said it happened. I don't buy that.
Yeah.
I think these people getting these COVID vaccines and now.
All these athletes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I don't remember a time when I watched football.
That or the steroids are tweaked now.
I'm glad I quit taking last week.
Jeez.
I don't want any of the new steroids.
Yeah, that's
how this happens, ladies and gentlemen.
that's how you get that.
What was I going to say? Man, I forgot.
You're welcome.
Help me out, man.
I don't know. You're talking about vaccines and
it was Trump who said, okay, COVID's coming up again because it's election time.
yeah,
Now, is America smart enough now?
absolutely not.
No?
Nope.
They won't stand up and say,
Nope.
No way.
Not enough of them. Nope. I'm calling it right now. You want to know why I say that? Because
they're
just watching the people around me when it happened the first time, how many loudmouths there were that when push actually came to shove, they folded like a piece of paper. That's why I don't think enough of them are going to stand up. Because even the ones that you think, there were some people that I was like, this person I can go to war with, and they'll have my back. And then push came to shove, and I was like, oh! Horrible judge of character. You and I, we are built extremely different.
Steroids, ladies and gentlemen.
I wish.
I wish too, man. I wish I could do TRT, man. I wish the VA would say, your testosterone's low. we're going to boost you up a little bit.
Maybe if you switch your story about being a strong heterosexual male and just say you don't have enough of the straight gene and you need some TRT.
Maybe
That'll man you up a little bit.
I got to try that out.
Next time you go to the, hey, how's it going? Sign your little, when you sign your name, do it like daintily. Yeah.
See, the thing is, I went through the my family doctor. I didn't even use the VA, and they did. I thought they were just going to say, okay, we got to do you a blood test, and he said, no, your testosterone's just fine, but maybe it's a little lower now.
Just next time you go in there, go listen. I'm sure it is, but it's not, right? It's not.
What I think,
I'm sure you can tweak the numbers.
I think
you're a doctor.
I think what I'm going to do, whether the whether the levels are good enough or not. What if I do this? They say, well, your levels are good. I go, but he's not working.
Sex drive's down. I'm depressed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then I was watching this YouTube short. This guy's talking to Joe Rogan, and he says, how you can tell a person does TRT. They get these lines right here that really sink in.
Yeah.
And then it flashes over to
Joe.
But, Joe's honest.
Yeah, Joe's open about it.
Yeah, Joe's open about it. But, now they're saying they're finding out that TRT's not really, that there's some problems with it.
Have you seen Liver King lately?
Oof. Oh, some guy said another YouTube short.
He does
said he's
not
really
look okay.
concerned about him.
Yeah.
Has he lost his size and everything?
No, not at all. But he definitely looks like he's aged like 20 years. It's crazy.
Well, he's in legal trouble, right?
Maybe. I don't know. I think
is he getting sued?
I don't know. I don't pay attention to. As soon as I saw that guy and he's I'm all natural. No, you're not. I didn't take anything he said seriously, and I just didn't follow him.
That reminds me of.
That's like these guys. Listen, I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. Okay, if you're watching these fitness trainers and they're telling you, as long as you're pulling the weight, no. That's not true. You need to have good control over what you're doing. You need to do it properly to be able to build your muscle definition, your muscle tone. If you're cheating yourself and you're like kipping and doing all this stuff, you are not going to gain size unless you are having help from steroids, TRT, whatever it may be. Unless you are having help, you are not going to get the benefits of lifting.
There is a time to cheat, though. Like when you've got to your last rep.
That's different. That's different.
Yes.
And then when you do, you want to make sure, it can be nasty on the way to get it there. But then on the way back, make sure you are as controlled as humanly possible.
Yep. Well, see, and what you're talking about, the person, Simon Panda, he's natural. He's natural. How can people not look at people and not know they're not natural?
And that's how I know America's not going to rebel.
There you go. The only fitness influencer I really trust, let me rephrase that. The only fitness influencer
is me. How's it going, guys?
on YouTube
that I am on YouTube.
That
You're
I
on
give
YouTube
any
too.
credence to is Sean Nelawani.
All right.
That guy he's straightforward, no BS. And he's been lifting for 25 years. He's not huge, but man, he's in phenomenal condition. He talks about how it's very unhealthy how these guys maintain this shredded physique all the time. Yeah. Very unhealthy. And that's why I'm eating 10 times a day, because I don't need to be shredded.
Are you really eating 10 times a day? I was going to say, good for you. All right.
But I had lunch, and then at 4 o'clock, I had a peanut butter jelly banana sandwich, and then right after you and I are done, I'm going to be eating dinner.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, we're done. So we're wrapping it up here.
We're done?
Yeah, we're done.
We got the time in?
Yeah.
Hey, Fly fans. There's another podcast for you. We're having so much fun. Peace.
Said it never happened, show them what's up. Said we never make it, about to blow up. Boom! Let me get into your mind and we'll find all the negativity inside. Gonna flip that switch when it hits a ditch, you know it won't survive. We're bringing positive vibes, you know how we thrive. Like do or die now, way bye-bye to the old style. We are the trendsetters, we are the pioneers. We're stacking body bags, but they're filled with our fears. They've been at it for weeks, we've been at it for years. They're stuck in automatic, we're shifting up our gears. So give me that beat, won't know defeat. Man's got to eat, Lord bless his feast. Now dive in, amen.
COVID face masks can't slow wildfire smoke. Why not? Smoke particles are too small. How big are they? 2,500 nanometers. How big is COVID? 20 to 500 nanometers. Trust the science! The hell?